Module 19, Lesson 3. The I can statement for this lesson is I can build non-unit fractions less than one whole from unit fractions. The key terms in the lesson: fractional units, unit fractions, partition, equal parts, numerator, and denominator. If you have a dry erase board and marker, you can use it for your work today, or you can just simply use a paper and pencil. So just to review some of the things that we've learned from the previous lessons, this is a model of a fraction circle, and the unit form would be 1/2. Notice that for what we call unit form, it's the word half written out. Here's the unit fraction form, 1/2. What does the 2 mean in this unit fraction? What does the 2 represent? The 2 represents the 2 equal parts. This is one whole circle divided into 2 equal parts. Those units, those fractional units, are called halves. And that's what the 2 represents. What does the 1 mean? The 1 on the unit fraction 1/2 is referring to one of the pieces. So it's one of the 2 pieces that we have, the 2 equal pieces that we have. So this is a whole pizza. This is one whole. What is it partitioned into? Well, we have 1, 2, 3 equal pieces. What are those called? What fractional units would those be? Did you say thirds? You're correct. So on your board or on your paper, draw a circle with those 3 equal parts, the thirds. And then I want you to make a copy. So make another one and shade in 1/3, 1 out of 3. Now make another copy and shade in one more unit. So now we had our 1 unit shaded in. Go ahead and shade in one more. This picture in the middle, this model in the middle, is representing our unit fraction of 1/3, 1 out of the 3 equal pieces. How many units are shaded now? That's right, 2 of the units are shaded. What do you think we would write for the fractional form? Did you say 2/3? If you did, that is correct. 2/3 are shaded in, or 2/3, 2 out of 3 pieces. 2 of our pieces are shaded in, and there are 1, 2, 3 total pieces. So looking at this picture of the pizza right here, what are the fractional units that it's been broken into? There are 8 equal pieces, so it is eighths. What is the unit fraction? What would the fraction be for one of these pieces? What would the unit fraction be? 1/8. So now on your board, I'd like for you to draw a rectangle and partition it into 6 equal parts. What would those parts be called? Those are 6. What would the unit fraction be if we shade in only one piece? That is a unit fraction right here. It is one of the pieces. What would it be called? 1/6 is correct. Can you shade in 4 more units? Now, how many parts are shaded? That's right, there are 5 shaded. How many total parts do we have? How many total equal parts do we have? 6, very good. So let's count the shaded parts. Remember, one of these pieces is 1/6. So each time we count, we're going to be going up by 1 in the first number. So 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6. These are 5 6 that are shaded in. 5 is what we call the numerator. In this fraction, the numerator is the number at the top that tells us the part that is shaded. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shaded parts. The denominator, the number down at the bottom, tells the total number of equal parts. Your denominator will always tell you the total number of equal parts. That is its job. So there are 6 equal parts in this model. So can you draw a square and partition it into 4 equal parts? And what would those 4 equal parts be called? Fourths is correct. Good job. What would a unit fraction be if we shaded in one of these fourths? What would the unit fraction be? 1/4. Can you shade in one more unit? How many shaded parts do we have now? That's right, 2. How many total parts do we have? 4. All right, let's see if we can count them. 1/4, 2/4. So the fraction that would represent the shaded parts would be 2/4. 2 out of the 4 pieces are shaded in. Remember that numerator at the top is the total number of shaded parts, and the denominator at the bottom is the total number of equal parts, all of the parts, whether they are shaded or not. So 2 of the parts are shaded, that's my numerator. 4 equal parts, that's my denominator. And we would read that as 2/4. So let's review. What are the fractional units in this model? That's right, they are fifths. And the unit fraction would be 1/5. 3/5 are shaded in. Let's see if we can count that together. 1/5, 2/5, 3/5. 3/5 of the model shaded in. Remember, the 3 is the numerator. It's the pieces that you were talking about. In this case, it's our number of shaded pieces. Fifths is called, the 5 represents our denominator, our fifths. That is the number of total equal pieces that we have. Today, you're going to work on your lesson notes. You're going to have to partition a fraction strip, and it tells you how many pieces it needs. Remember, fifths means we need 5 pieces. Then you're going to answer some questions about a fraction model, and then you're going to complete a chart, a small chart. Remember, do your best work, and if you're having any trouble, go back and watch the video again.